yours. And this is our game. It's our time. And here's the guys trying to take it from us. So that makes the shit personal.
Let's make it personal, baby. We're here tonight, Sunday night, talking Bama. I'm JT, your host of the show right here, guys. Got my main man, my mellow, right below me, JB. How we doing tonight, brother?
What it do, man? You know what it is. Sunday night talking Bama. JB, JT. We got a special co-host with us tonight. My brother had to bring him back. What's up, Domo?
How you guys doing, man? It's a blessing to be back with some of the best Alabama voices, out here, man. It was a great 4th of July weekend filled with 2 commits. We on a roll right now, man. So let's get started, man. Let's go. Come on.
Great weekend. Excited with the new commits that we have. Before we get into all that, though, guys, everybody in the comment, make sure you give us a roll tide. Make sure you say, hey, Mia. Make sure you give us some more roll tides. Keep the comments going. If you guys have any questions, make sure that you ask them. And, guys, something I'm going to do different tonight. I'm going to go ahead and ask it right now. All right, the mayor of Tuscaloosa is trying to stop A-Day. He don't want to do it. All right? So, fans that are watching, in the comments, let me hear why we should have it, maybe some questions on it. We're going to read those back during the Q&A at the end of the show. But he don't want A-Day. I think fans are going to probably have a different opinion on that.
Very different opinion about that.
Let's see about that at the end of the show tonight. Before we get into all that, JB, what do the people need to have? What they need to have, man? And my man got one, too. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
Yo, that's what's up. Hey, man, so to support your Crimson Tide like we do, 24/7, 365, you need to get your title towel. Go to whitwheelsports.com. Use the promo code standard, get you a nice discount courtesy of your favorite Bama network, the Bama Standouts.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Hit them up, guys. Hit them up. And if you ever dreamed of having a beautiful natural stone in or around your home, if you have, don't settle for subpar material. Make sure you check out Lampstone's natural selection of stone products to meet all your projects needs. They're located in Oneonta, Alabama. Hit them up today. Let them know that the Bama Standard Network sent you. You can get 10% off your first order, guys. Make sure you hit them up right here at the bottom, realrockstone.com. All right, guys. So make sure you hit that like, subscribe button. Keeps us going here at the Bama Standard. It's Sunday night. We're going to get right into it, guys. We're going to get right into it. Will Alabama have any decommits from this class? We are hot on the trail right now. But does that mean anybody decommits? I'm gonna let our guests go first tonight. JB hit us, and I'm gonna button up with a hot take. I got a hot take on this one. But my man, special guest tonight, Damo, how we feeling, man? Do you think we have decommits? Do you think Bama locks us down? What's your viewpoint on what's going on right now with the 2026 recruiting class with Alabama?
I think we lock it down, man. You got to understand. These players are seeing what DeBoer is doing. They seeing what he's building. They getting them in here on these OVs, and the players that are already there are making them feel like they're already on the team. And you got to think that a lot of these guys can come in and contribute on day one. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think we have any decommits at all, man. I think this class holds strong, and it gets even stronger about a week, man.
Real quick, favorite off top of your head. Favorite recruit we have right now committed to the Tide?
I like Owen Cabell.
Oh, big boy. We're going to talk about him tonight, actually. We're going to chat it up about him tonight. 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah, about 200,
solid.
200 pounds.
And, hey, and we'll talk about this in this segment tonight, too. I don't give too much with Coach Shep. Me and you talk about this now. Coach Shep was hype. Watching him run routes and do the drills with the team. He was hyped with him. I like that. JB. So 2026, man. Right now we're ranked 3rd with 19 commits. If we had 26, 27 commits like USC and Georgia, actually USC's got 31. Yeah. If we had the 27 and 31, we would be 1 or 2. I think it would be 1 because of the 5 stars we have. We just don't have the amount of commits they do. So right now with this class, bouncing the number 1 class right here, barring any decommits. How do you feel about this, brother?
Bro, I'm so excited. And you know me, I'm the one that normally is not excited about these commits, because if you remember last year, I was like, and look, I don't want to hear nothing about no commits until they sign on the dotted line, knowing national Sunday, right? But this year it's more excitement, especially the past couple of weeks. You know, Cederian Morgan, every time he tweets out a gift, you already know something.
It's a wrap, baby.
We got somebody. We got a dog.
Yeah, you already know that. So it's a little exciting, bro. I don't want to get too excited about it, but I feel like these 2025 commits, I feel like these guys are about to play in a couple months. But I had to pump my brakes and think about it. All right. Man, we got a long way before we get to National Signing Day, right? Early signing day was December, right?
December.
Yeah, we got what, 6. Yeah, we got like 6 months. So I don't think we have as many decommits as people, the haters probably want us to have. I keep seeing stuff like, they're gonna decommit by August 1st. You already see that stuff out there.
Auburn's plan. Their plan is August 1st. That's their plan.
I think they waiting on the bag man to come through, waiting on that first of the month check. Not this first, because we already paid all. You know, we got ours. They talking about next month on the 1st, but that's neither here nor there. We ain't waiting on no bag man.
We behind no rent, baby.
We trying to get back to playing for that crimson, for that A.
Yeah.
You know, playing for that script A, that block A, whatever A, that crimson, right? So, but it seems like the playing field is kind of level since you can actually pay these players from the school fund, right? And still you get the NIL fund, you know. So now you can get money from all kind of ways to help lock in these commits. But I will not sit here and say we won't have any decommits. I think somebody may decommit because we're getting loaded up. Like we'll have a loaded wide receiver room, loaded defensive line, you know, just certain positions. They get so loaded. You will have another team out there that could poach a kid away, or you'll have a kid having second thoughts and say, wow, I may not get a chance to play. I might not even get an opportunity next year. Let me go see what such and such talking about.
Right.
So, I mean, that's how I'm feeling. I don't want to see none of these kids leave, but if we lose 1 or 2, it's fine. It's fine. But I am excited, and I'm going to tell you why before you talk, JT. I see the parents on social media.
Yeah.
I see some of the parents, man. Shouts out to Jay Clay, man, Xavier Griffin mom. You know, she's leading up Pat. You know, she's voicing her opinion on some of these trolls out here.
She popped out last night.
Yeah, on these trolls out here saying that Saban's recruiting this class and the boy can't recruit in the South and all. That's bull jive. We know, we see it right here. A lot of these recruits hadn't even met Saban. This is Kalen DeBoer.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
This is Kalen DeBoer's recruiting. This is his year. This is his recruiting class 2026. And because Bama's in the top 5 and we got 5 stars right now and we're not done yet, the haters are out there. So my final answer, I think we get a few decommits, but as long as we don't get the mass exodus like we had before, we'll be fine.
Right.
So JB, I like that. Damo, I like that too. How you guys place that, put that. I think for the most part to be locked down. I'm gonna go off a hot take here, JB. I'm almost with you, but it's like I feel like you got to move the needle here. I don't think we have any decommits. I think you will have transfers out. I think that everybody here's going to be like, this is it, locked in. I think the world of there's obviously going to be decommits and flips. There's always going to be that. But the whole world of everybody jumping ship's about to end. I think you're going to get a couple more cycles of these transfers where dumps of people. But I think the Saban being gone now, transfer like portal thingy, like how it's kind of been, all his guys are gone that he fully recruited. Yeah. Some of those guys that were leaving, that were decommitting, like Saban had a hand in recruiting them, like legitly. Now he does it. The guys that took those pictures, guys, that's probably, you're looking at something like probably a 10-minute conversation versus a whole day visit. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, think of that. Like 1% of the visit was them running into Nick Saban in the hallway and shaking his hand, maybe going there and talking a little bit. Nothing crazy. And that's where people are getting those pictures and going crazy, man. Edmund's mom said they never even met Saban.
Yeah.
So like that's a, and also, hey, let me say this. If Saban is recruiting these guys and they are coming, I am sorry for your coach, because that means his retired Nick Saban is out recruiting Kirby Smart, Lane Kiffin, Steve, Miami's coach, Mario, all of them. He's out recruiting all of them, and he's retired in a lake house on 4th of July chilling. You really don't. That's a bad look on you more than us. All right, so you better hope that ain't true then. Because when people say that, I laugh at that. But mainly, it's the fact I saw some Auburn fans saying earlier. It was like, well, Bama fans only get mad when it's not about Alabama. And I was like, it's actually a literally reverse flip. Because y'all have little brother syndrome. And like, when somebody says Ryan Williams is good, well, Cam Coleman's just as good. He had 8 touchdowns last year. And I was like, yeah, all right. Nobody said nothing about that. Like, but it's just the fact they have to jive in every time, man. We can have a whole show about Auburn fans though, but we don't need to waste the airtime for that.
Yeah, don't even waste.
We don't need to waste the airtime for that. So, hot take. I don't think we have any decommits. I think we'll have some transfers though.
Okay.
And I think in the next 2 to 3 years, JB mentioned it. Now that the schools are paying guys, I think now you see a better system in place. It's probably going to be. It's close to, if I read the numbers right, it's close to $20 million for every school.
Yeah.
Now that's for all sports though. Now in the South, I'll tell you right now, 14 to 16 million
football
is going to be in football.
Right.
Alabama's probably 15 to 16 probably.
Right.
The other teams will follow suit with that soon too. And soon you'll see, a starting quarterback at the Bama, Ohio States, the Michigans, the Texases, the Georgias, they make about $500,000 a year. That's what it's going to be. Soon there's going to be a number like in the NFL, they have like Jamar Chase wants a new contract when this guy gets paid more. Right. And then when this guy gets paid more, now Justin Jefferson wants a new contract. That's how it's – I feel college is eventually going to have it's going to be set where, he makes $450,000. Well, I need to make $450,000.
Yeah.
Like,
I think we're gonna have a lot. We're gonna see a lot of.
There's more questions to be answered, but it's a step in the right direction. Though, with giving the schools the power to pay them.
Right.
So that's always fun to look at there.
Let me say this one thing. So you remember when Michigan paid Underwood
$12 million or something?
His big deal, and I think it was like a contract over so many years. And we just saw over the weekend Texas Tech do the same thing with an offensive lineman. He got like a 3-year, $5-something million deal, right? So I think this is going to be the new normal pretty soon. Once whatever's going on, they're going to have contracts. So you get your big 5-star recruit in here, you might as well go and lock them in at least 3 years. So all right, we got you on contract. You making this much. You could divide it up however you want to divide it. Plus your NIL deal, that'll keep you locked in. But don't give them any guarantee that they're going to play, because that's one thing you can do. When you mess up, when you tell these freshmen, come to Bama, you're going to play. You're going to start. You cannot do that.
If they don't, I'm telling you, that hit that portal real quick, man.
Exactly.
And that's why when Saban recruited them, they knew, like, hey, you might not play. And I don't think DeBoer and them are selling them a false dream either. But right now, I think it is different. You need guys in the door. Once you get guys in the door and you start getting pat down, you're like, hey, well, there's 5 stars at every position. So you got to come in and ball. Like, that's what you're telling that guy. And they want to accept that challenge. But one thing I'll say, we'll button this up with this. The guys that are recruiting right now, that are committing right now, I'm hearing their speeches. I pick Bama, and they're like, oh, why you pick Bama? And then they get to say why. I'm hearing, not word for word exactly, but overall, I'm hearing it's time to get back to the national championship.
Yeah.
It's time to win championships.
Yeah.
It's time to cement my name in that crimson jersey. That's what I want to hear. As a diehard Bama fan, that's what I want. That makes me want to buy your jersey every day of the week and twice on Sunday. All right. Yeah. That right there is what Bama fans want to hear. And not just Bama fan, any team's fan. They want you to the championship, obviously that's players' goals too, which is it should be. And then you're sitting there saying you want to be a legend in the crimson and white. Like,
And you know what? You know what, JT? The reason I feel like this class is so strong is because it's player led. You know, you seen right when Edwards committed,
I like it.
He tagged Derek Cooper in the photo.
I've been recruiting him on Twitter.
I'm bringing him with me, so
I've been recruiting him too.
I love it. I love it, man. I love it.
Boy, I've been on. As soon as he did that, I went on there and reposted everything he had, and I was like, "Y'all make sure y'all follow the boy, hit him up, get them DM, be like, hey, roll tide," because he posted something last night with Drewski, and it had Drewski like been around the corner like looking, and I was like, "Ooh,
hey, somebody coming, somebody coming."
Hey, Domo, great point, Domo. Great point, because these players are definitely recruiting. Yeah, they out there recruiting heavily.
And you saw that last year too, some JB with some of the guys. We saw that with how they was tagging people like, "Hey, we're gonna get him to come. We got another one coming, another one coming." Oh, now we had some decommits last year, like the Caleb Odom, but Caleb Cunningham. You know how he kind of did that. A lot of people, you know, we knew he was coming in that flipperoo, you know, but we ended up getting Meadows back, and that's gonna lead us into this next topic right here, though. DeBoer and staff are recruiting bigger wide receivers right now. All right, last year, I just mentioned Derek Meadows, 6'3", 6'4", solid size, our biggest wide receiver only roster right now. So when we look for a guy that's going to have the Julio go up wide receiver, he is the guy. Saban recruiting wide receivers over the last probably 3 to 5 years, average 6 foot, 6'1", 6 foot. DeBoer right now and staff is averaging 6'3", 6'4". These guys are big boys. And that's something that you're going to look at with who's he recruiting now at quarterback. What are we doing? We're not. I guarantee you, when you're getting those big body guys like that, you're doing it for a reason. That's something to look at. And while we talk about that, Brian Williams, that guy right there, 6'3", and big body.
Yeah.
And out of Florida, so he can run too. He's fast. And then we got the recent Cederian Morgan, 5-star. That man right there, 6'4", 210, is huge. Okay. And then you got Owen, the 3-star, 6'3", 201 pounds, ran a 4.4.
Yeah.
Ran a 4.4.
And you want to know something crazy about Brian Williams? He actually won the high jump as a junior in high school. So not only is he big, he can also go up and get it as well. So, yeah.
So while we talk about them, go ahead, Dom. I'm going to let you take it, man. What's a guy you like out these wide receivers right now? And tell me why.
You know, I'm going to have to stick with my guy, Owen Cable. I did some research on him. I watched his film. He has great hands, really great hands. He's really good at using his hips. We've seen that in the video that he had with his private workout. He's really good at using his hips, using his eyes as well. He runs the 4.4, big guy, you know, 6'3", 200 pounds, and he runs a 4.4. Ain't too many DBs going to be able to, you know, stick with that. You know, and my last 2 points is Coach Shep loved this guy. If you seen his workout video, you seen Coach Shep was everywhere, you know, with this guy. Like, yeah, let's go, Owen, this, you know. And I feel like he also went into that private workout with a plan, you know, and I like that the plan was like, I'm gonna ball so hard, bro, that they're gonna have to give me that. They're gonna have to give me that offer. You know, he had a plan and he went in there and executed. So that's my guy right there. I like him. Man's
out of Nashville, Tennessee, 3-star. The only thing I would say about him, they talked about route running with him, like you kind of mentioned some of that stuff too, with how quick he is, man.
Yeah.
Coach Shep, hot on this man. When I say he was out there running drills with Bama, you hear Shep saying, "That's it, that's it." When coaches get that clap with all them fingers out like that right there, all right, you're doing something, okay? I'm telling you now, you got to watch for the coaches clap. They have their fingers out when they do it. They don't never clap like that.
Yeah.
It's always that hand out clap.
I also think that
I ain't never heard that in my life.
No, boy, watch them when they clap. Boy, watch them. They be like this, bro. Watch them. Why, bro? They be like this.
I'm gonna watch for that. I ain't never heard that.
They're gonna be wild.
And one last point, man. I think these receivers love Coach Shep so much is because even he said it, man. Like, I'm gonna keep it 1,000% honest with you at all times. So I feel like these guys honestly respect that as well from Coach Juice. So yeah.
JT, he's in class. Hey, you never know, Cat. You never know what you got to look at, all right? JB, Bama going big for wide receiver right now. Is there a guy you like? What you just think about it overall right now with the recruiting aspect of us going big? It is a little bit different. Also, it's a little bit different. There's not a lot of big wide receivers aren't the thing like it used to be. You know what I mean? Like it's now the 6'1", 6'2" guy that can run the 4.3. You know, so how do you feel, brother?
Man, you know, I like everybody that's down with the Tide, you know what I'm saying? But Cederian Morgan, we got him locked up a few days ago. In-state kid, Alex City, T.O. was at the recruit, at the announcement. I
knew it was it then.
Everybody popped out for him, bro.
He popped out for him. It was nice. Auburn, I don't know what Auburn was thinking or Georgia thinking they was going to get this kid. No. We got this state now. We back on top in the state now. Auburn had it last year. I'm going to give them their props. Auburn out recruited us in the state last time. This time around, we getting all the big dogs from the in-state. But I really like this. Cederian Morgan had my eyes on this kid since January.
We talked about him.
Well, we talked about him a lot. I'm glad he's locked in. He's about 6'4", 220, something like that. The big kid, NFL body. No. But that's what you want. And you want him, just imagine him next year playing meaningful football with Ryan Williams still here. Because Ryan Williams can't leave because he got another season. Man, listen, man. We need receivers too, because if these guys are going to be great this year, I'm talking about the Isaiah Horton and the I'm losing my receivers. We got so many. Jeremy Bernard.
Yeah.
Those guys are going to the NFL.
Right.
So we got to bring in some more big guns. And Cederian Morgan is one. And I think he will be ready to play if he locks in with Bama and he commits to Bama and he signs with Bama, he will be locked in to play next season. I think he will be one of those ones.
You want to know something else, JB? The crazy part is these guys are only going to get bigger when they get
to
Bama. Yeah, they ain't got to grow man body.
They only going to get bigger when they get
These are guys going into their senior year in high school that are still growing. Yeah. Can you believe it? He's 17.
16. Some of them 16.
Yeah, I mean, some of them might be there. Their birthday could be.
Wait a minute. That's a grown man. That boy is 16, man.
Yeah.
They don't get bigger, bro, for sure.
And so, JB, I like that with Cederian Morgan, man. A hometown kid right here in Bama. Love that to keep that in-state guy. Also, 6'4", 210, 220. Not bad at all.
Yes,
any day you stuff Auburn in the locker and Georgia in the locker for a guy in your state is always great. Another thing, when you talk about guys right now, somebody actively on the roster, Derek Meadows, I think he could see the field this year, and precisely what I've said, he's our biggest guy on the field. So what I mean by that is, I would say we need to throw up. We got a matchup coming up in a game where DBs is a size is a thing where we could actually get into some advantage with a guy that's 6'4". Yeah. You will see him on the field based off that you can't teach 6'4".
No.
You can teach route running. You can teach, catching the ball better, attacking the ball. You can teach all different types of how you read the defense as a wide receiver to get off the line, those types of things. But what you can't teach is size and heart. But, I mean, size is one of the things you can't teach, 6'4". Derek Meadows, huge guy. I think you'll see him this year. Also, look at how they're recruiting right now. You don't think they ain't going to use a guy they have on the team at that?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, JT. That's the thing. Why you think we're recruiting these big cornerbacks as well? Because you got cornerbacks 6'3" and 6'4".
Yep.
You can't line up no 6 foot, 6'1" receiver against those big DBs. So
I mean, DeJohn Reese 6'4", 6'3". You are right.
They go see the field this season too.
There's a play. Oh yes, dude. Yes, definitely. Definitely. There's a play. There's a couple times you've caught him on film where he's the guy reaching back. He looks like the wide receiver.
Yeah.
Almost catching the ball, and he's picking it off or pass deflect. So, big wide receivers looks like it's where they're going right now, but also maybe they're going big right now because we do also actively on our roster right now have a lot of guys that will still be juice, jerky, kind of like wide receivers, that aren't, necessarily size because you'll still have next year, like you mentioned, JB. Probably lose GB and we'll probably lose Horton to the league. Then you're still probably gonna have Cole Adams. Probably gonna give Hale another year or two. Depends on how this season goes with him. Who else am I missing? Rico Scott.
He's gonna
bump up. Oh yeah, Brooks is definitely gonna bump up that chart too.
Yeah.
And then you go adding in your CD Morgans, Widger, Derek Meadow, big guy, Brian Williams. That's the one I'll speak about real quick. 3-star out of Florida. It came down to Bama, Florida, Notre Dame, Penn State, and the guy came to Bama. He's 6'3.5".
Yep.
He's good size wide receiver as well. Brian Williams, and don't sleep on that. Just some of the Owen and Brian, just because they are 3 stars, don't sleep on that, guys.
Yeah.
Some of that comes down to they may not have ran the routes as good as CD Morgan did or as good as some of these other guys. So there's just little things they can work on that get them better, and getting to Bama and develop. Recruiting's one part of recruiting. Developing's the next. Nick Saban mastered the recruiting, but he also mastered the development. So where he didn't have to be like, hey, I'm going to give you $500,000 to come here and commit here right now. No, you're going to come commit here because last year I put 3 DBs in round 1. The year before that I put 2. The year before that I put 3. The year before that I put 2. And it's like, and then the second round that was 2, and the second round or third round that was, and it's just, and look at all these draft picks. I mean, you're going to the lead if you come here and do things right. Right? That was Nick Saban's sell. DeBoer needs a sell like that now. Yeah. And me and Damo spoke about this quickly. Like, DeBoer put some guys in the lead this coming year. You said it right there, JB. That just puts a pin on the guys he already has now too, plus some Bama guys.
You're right. Well, you saw that him and Coach Shep put 3 guys in the lead there last year at Washington. First round, second round, third round.
CD Morgan mentioned that in the commitment, talking about what they did at Washington too, and talking about the 3 guys they put in and how great they was, and thought he'd be a good fit with this core. Yeah. Owen spoke about something like that too, I want to say as well, talking about the wide receivers out of Washington. So that
he did.
They recruits are seeing that. And but also what I was saying is if he can do that at Bama, now you got Milroe in there, you got Malachi, you got a couple other guys that kind of got drafted. Those are a little bit Saban. You kind of helped them last year. Those all
Saban.
Yeah, but you just helped them get out the door, make sure the door was still open. You showed them out like in a nice way, and that's great. Now you got to have guys that you developed at Bama and sent to the league. That I think this year would be the year for that. Jeremy Bernard, he's been with you since Washington. He followed you here to Bama. Okay. Now Isaiah Horton, a good year last year at Miami. T. Clemson has a better year this year at Bama. That's testament to your coaching and your staff. You see what I'm saying? So those are just things and also that's things you can say when you got transfer portal guys. Hey guys, the transfer portal guys we got in last year, they all went to the league. You sure you want to go over there? You want to come over here? Those type of pitches are big. I think that'll be one way to look at things. JB, before we move to the next segment, brother, what do these people need to have?
Man, listen.
Because
I can't say this enough, bro. You got to get your title towel. This is like everybody watching at home. We got ours. Get yours. Go to whitwheelsports.com. Use the promo code standard. Get your nice discount courtesy of your favorite Bama network, the Bama Standouts.
Make sure y'all hit them up today. How many Mountain Dews did JT have before getting on? That's what Justin wanted to know. Okay. And I'll tell you right now.
That's a good question.
Done with the first one. I'm on the second one. And I ain't got no more. So we're going to have to wrap it up here in the next little bit, because I'm going to be out of dew.
I already heard you popping them cans during the first segment.
Yeah.
I know. I tried to cover it when I did it. It wasn't a beer. All right. People probably drinking on the show like that. Well, guys, so we're going to move into the bread and butter segment tonight. I had people commenting on this as soon as Justin and me, we was talking about this when we had it posted to show up. People started commenting right then. Oh man, he ain't gonna mention Saban and DeBoer in the same sentence of recruiting. Hold on real quick. Actually, before I get into that, Justin, good catch. Justin caught me right there. Thursday night, guys, in Dothan, my hometown. We are going to have a live event. It's going to be great. going to be a fantastic event at Buffalo Wild Wings. Make sure y'all check out Bama Standard social media. You can check out my social media as well. I have the flyer posted on there. But it's going to be a great event. We start at 5. What is it, 5, Justin? I think it's 5 or 6. I can't remember. I don't have the flyer right now in front of me. But it's going to be 5, 6 when we start. It's going to be me, Justin. We're going to have Petty with us. We're going to have a few other guys from the network. We're going to have Antonio Lehman on with us, Derek Lassick, and my man Kevin, all former Bama players. It's going to be a great lineup, guys. We're going to be talking about a bunch of Iron Bowl moments. We're going to be talking about their careers, things that they had going on, some fun stuff as well. So make sure y'all come out if you're in town or close by the Dothan area. It's going to be a great show. That's Thursday at B-Dubs in Dothan, Alabama. And when you get there, make sure you just hold up a Mountain Dew, and I know you're part of the crew. All right. Hold up, dudes. We're going to signal you on. We're going to signal you on in. Dennis, oh, yeah, Dennis Riddle. Dennis Riddle's on with us as well. Dennis Riddle. I forgot about Dennis Riddle. And little did I forget about Dennis Riddle. One of my first childhood memories was when Auburn was beating us. My mama called my dad to clown, and then my dad said, the game ain't over yet. He hung up the phone. I remember Dennis Riddle flipping it out. And he got a little pitch out and bounced to the outside, took it to the crib on one of the last plays at Iron Bowl and won it. And I just remember being like, that's why the Iron Bowl is so good. Ever since a little kid, man, fun memory there. Yeah, 96. I was super young. I remember that was like one of my first football memories, dude. Fun times. But getting into it. Is DeBoer a better recruiter than Nick Saban, the GOAT? It is a question, not necessarily a statement. And what we mean by that is, obviously, nobody's better than Nick Saban right now.
Yeah.
Obviously. Okay. But take Saban's first 2 years, take DeBoer's first 2 years. Let's start looking at him. Obviously, DeBoer was left better hands than Saban was. So Saban came into sanctions and stuff being cut, things not be right for the team. It's a complete opposite, for DeBoer. But DeBoer also had a lot of pressure, and Saban didn't have as much, but maybe so in a different way. So, JB, kick us off right here. I see you down there dancing.
You gonna let me kick this off when you came up with this topic? You got Don Parker already in the chat talking about this a crazy question, laughing at you. And you want me to kick it off. All right, let me go ahead. I got you. We're going to let JT go.
Don ain't going off.
I'm going to say my piece. I'm going to let Domo go. All right. So, is DeBoer a better recruiter than Saban? No. But if you want to judge the first 2 seasons, then you can say he's on the right trajectory to be a great recruiter. Now he did a good job at Washington with whatever he had, the 3 stars. He had a lot of 3 stars over at Washington. And what people was kind of questioning in the hire, I remember them saying, man, he ain't gonna be able to recruit in the South. He ain't got number 3 stars over there at Washington. But coached them up, and he took them to that national championship. He took them to that natty, and you can't take that away from him. Now he gets to Bama, and last season did not go as well as everybody thought it would be, but he did do a great job keeping our head above water when he came in. Got Ryan Williams to come back to Bama. Y'all don't remember that. Ryan Williams decommitted. Got him to come back. So however he did it. Now, I'm going to judge him off this class. I'm not even judging him off last year. So I'm just going to start judging him off this year's class because this is all him. And you mentioned this earlier, JT. All the Saban guys are gone. All the Saban guys are gone. This is his team now. And you want to give a new coach at least 3 years to see. You want to give him 3 years. This is year 2. This is his first full recruiting cycle, right? He was in a tough spot last season. In a tough spot. They did a good job. But now I want to see how this class finished. If we finish top 2, top 3, it's definitely a dub. Definitely a dub. I had an issue last season because he didn't recruit Alabama well, the state of Alabama, and Auburn out-recruited us in the state. Now it's looking like we're going to out-recruit Auburn in the state. Auburn somewhere in the damn 70s. I don't even know where they at. But right now, Alabama is doing a great job at recruiting. I'm not going to jump out there. I'm not jumping out the window like JT. And I'm not even going to put DeBoer in the same sentence with Nick Saban as recruit. But I will say he's doing a good job. He's on the right track. And if he keeps getting these top 5 recruiting classes for the next 3 to 5 years, and we keep getting these guys in here and we win national championships and we send guys to the league 5, 6 first rounders a year, then maybe. But right now, hell no, JT. Hell no.
All right. So Damo, what you think, brother? What you think?
Man, so JT, man, listen, bro. I respect it. Okay. So I'm just gonna piggyback off what JB said. His first cycle, the 25 cycle, he did give us, it was a top 3 class. Okay. Then he follows that up with a great portal class as well. And the way this class right here is looking, we could end up, in top 3 territory. I think we could have a shot at the number 1 class, but that's just me though. But you also have to see these guys, like, does it translate, on the field, because Nick Saban, he can give us a number 1 class in his sleep, go win a championship with it, and half of them go first round, half of them, All-American. So if his classes can transfer to the field, okay, win championships, All-American, All-SEC, go first round here, second round there, then we could be putting him in that conversation. But for right now, he's not a better recruiter than Nick Saban.
All right, so listen.
The floor is yours, my guy.
Go ahead. Easy way to sum this up, bro. Easy way to sum this up right here. Everybody in the comment section, I was trying to see if y'all was still awake. Y'all been asleep the past couple weeks, all right? Y'all alive. I see y'all. That's why I did this.
Certified, man.
That's why I did this. Y'all comments been asleep the past couple weeks.
Yeah.
Now I got y'all back in here. All right. Now that I got your attention, check it out. I do not think that DeBoer is a better recruiter than Nick Saban. No, like Don said, what am I snorting? What am I smoking? I agree. He's not at this moment. But I do think what he's doing right now is very well. I think last year was great too, top 3. This year you're going to be looking at you're going to have a chance for the 1. You're going to have a chance for the 1. 5 5-stars right now, 9 4-stars, and I'll tell you right now in the next couple weeks we're going to have some more 4-stars come in. Mm-hmm. Now it's going to be some question marks for these next few guys come in, I think, where people are going to be like, oh, okay. So I think there's going to be some position battles, obviously, out of this class itself. Kind of similar to 2017, if y'all don't remember when Tua came in with Mac Jones and Jalen Hurts was already there.
Probably one of the best classes to come through Bama. Well, the best class to come through Bama.
Yes, and put it on the field. And and put it on the field. Like they came in, put it on the field too, which is a great thing. And that's something great to look at. But like I said, I do not think that he is a better recruiter than Nick Saban. I think that he is on that path to be maybe. Also, he has a chance to have a great class this year. And like I said, if you do that and develop guys, the recruitment that's the recruitment itself. You don't need a whole lot of the money's going to be money. I mean, guys are going to get paid what they're going to get paid. And eventually that's all going to even out and be about the same. Now it's going to be about the relationship again, where you feel comfortable, things like that. So that's where Bama comes in and does things that are very good. That kind of button that up, guys. But huge announcement real quick, guys. The Bama Standard this Tuesday will have 4-star linebacker Nick. He's going to come on, let's see, start of the show, I believe, and Alabama is in his top 4 to make his decision on 7/16.
Ain't we in everybody top 4, top 5, man? What's new?
Just about. And if you look at some guys right here, I mean, there's 3 O-linemen or 2 O-linemen, defensive lineman that's a 4-star, running back that's a 4-star on top of the 5-star running back, cornerback, 2, a 4-star and a 5-star. We got 2 wide receiver, 3 stars, and then we got the 5-star wide receiver as well. So there's guys all across this board at edge as well, a tight end. I think that tight end is going to be solid too. We also just offered a 6'7" offensive lineman from Georgia Tech. That was in the portal or something like that, or he went to Tech and maybe went JUCO or something like that. We're offering him. He's in the 2026 class though, so that's going to be good as well. Be here on the Bama Standard on Tuesday night. That'll be a great show, guys. And yeah, I see Don. Don came in hot. JB said, "You want me to start this?" And you got Don in here going crazy.
You done brought Don Parker back out, man. You got a super chat.
Glad.
Man.
I'm glad. Pull it up, Don. Let's pull it up. Y'all overcooked my grits on this one. DeBoer has number one class. Yeah, hey Don, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. Okay,
I see what you're saying, Don. When he has the number one class with consistency and wins 7 natties, man, that's a lot, boy. 7 natties.
Like I said, man, Saban can give you a number one class in his sleep and translate it to the field. So I agree with that. Until you start doing
Lane Kiffin said it best. Lane Kiffin said it best when he said the day after they won the natty, they went to that meeting and they were like, Saban was pissed. He said, "We're already behind on recruiting. We're this, that." And he said, "It's a 6 o'clock in the morning meeting after you just won the national championship game." And he's in here mad because we're behind on recruiting. And so that's the attitude you got to have after winning 6 hours from winning maybe arguably the biggest night ever for some people. And it was the pinnacle. But for him, it was like, that was great. Okay, cool. We need to do another one. Like it was just like that. And, nothing mattered, which, hey, man, greatness calls for that. So, buckle it up, Buttercup. Let's move on to the Q&A. Pull these questions up real quick. What's the deal with this new summer portal cow? I have not heard anything about it. Have y'all heard? Have y'all heard about it?
No, I ain't heard no summer portal.
Other than a coach leaving the 30-day window. But I don't think anybody's left or been fired. That would be dumb to fire anybody right now. Yeah. Unless they did something that fired themselves. But, I don't know about that one, Kyle.
We like else does. Days. I think we're like 50-some days until
or 55 for Bama, but it's like 47 or something for like college football. Week 0 is before that. So I
don't know about the song. I don't know if it's any new protocols for the summer portal or anything like that.
I think they would have announced it.
I know the spring portal is closed. It came and gone. And now we're getting ready. They're going to be doing camps like here next week or 2. They're going to be starting getting ready for mini camp. Well, I would say mini camp. I'm saying mini camps NFL. Yeah. But how they do the 2-a-days, different stuff like that. Pads, not pads. They're about to be doing some workouts here soon.
Well, they've been on vacation. They've been on vacation, enjoying the holidays, enjoying the off, But now y'all get y'all ass back in shape. Get back
4th
on the
of July.
It's time to lock
in. Technically, Monday, tomorrow will be lock-in day. You done with the holidays really over. Done with the big weekend. Now it's the next thing coming up, man. August 31st coming. That ain't far. That is not far away, guys. It's not 55 days. Actually, 54 technically. It's like some change. Very, very interesting there. So hit the next question now. JB, hit this one for us.
Don Parker, man, good to have you back in the comment. I have been done with all this talking already. Time to put up or shut up. Let's see what happens on game day. Don't care about how many stars a high school player has. What you gonna do on game day?
Great question.
Don Parker, I love it. This is what I love to hear. I mean, we in July now. We getting closer and closer to the season start. I love this energy from Don Parker. I want to see it. And also, I know we talk really highly about this recruiting class and these recruits. And I'm going to go back to my old ways and say, it don't matter until they sign that damn paper.
Right.
Because I know that's how Don Parker feel about it.
That's exactly how he feel about it.
In the chat,
he feel about that, and if they don't do it on the field.
You're right.
Hit the next one for us, Damo.
Xavier Griffin. Wait. Oh, what is it? Bevo's bodyguard. Does X Griffin like losing? That's my question. I don't think any athlete likes to lose. Us as fans, we don't even like losing. If Bama lose, I feel like I just lost. You know what I'm saying? So Yeah, I don't think any athlete at all, period, likes losing. If you come to Bama, you expecting to win, so losing is not what we do at Bama. If you wanted to beat Bama last year, was your year to catch us. If you ain't catch us last season, then hey, I don't know what to tell you, man. But nah, I don't think no athlete at all likes losing at all.
Hey, Domo. That's a troll right there, Bevo bodyguard. You already know that's a Texas fan. He always coming here. He wants to troll. So you got caught by the troll tonight. But I like Bevo's bodyguard. Whoever it is behind that screen name in that picture, he always come on the shows and bring some little comment. But I tell you this, Texas, y'all haven't won a damn thing either.
Right.
So don't come talking about y'all ain't won nothing either.
Y'all got beat by Georgia twice, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I want to add something to that. Since it's a Texas fan, right? Can we talk about how Texas had the easiest SEC schedule we've seen in Lord knows how long, and they still found a way to not win the SEC?
Hey, take away. Listen. Hey. Take away 2005, and tell me if Texas is a blue blood.
Nah,
I don't see it.
Take away 05 and point me in any other Welsh shell where they were just dominant of blue bloods for periods of times, like, you know what I'm saying, like other teams have done. The name's good. They play good football. I'm not saying that, but yeah. So Texas, yeah, we ain't gonna have that. Pull up the next one for us, Justin. Is DeBoer recruiting tall safety and CB? Because I don't remember Saban recruiting tall players in those positions. Joe, yes. Dejoun Lee is actively on the team right now at 6'4", 200 some pounds, but also runs like a 4.4 on the 40, if I'm not mistaken. Very, very fast, very, very jerky. Like can move with his size, which is a big part. They say DBs, it doesn't transfer from high school to college and from college to NFL because of their size. But with Dejoun Lee, they're saying this could be the one that could. So, yes, Joe, they are.
Edwards is
and Edwards is
right?
6'2", 6'3", something like that. Yeah, he's up there too. I always give it one or give or take one or two because they say 6'3", and then you know how the measurements be sometimes. Like I guess say 220, but he really 205. Walk around but he weighed that day at 220. So something. You got sometimes the measurements be
Yeah.
Pull the next one though for it.
Speaking of Jair Edwards, man, have y'all seen his video on that dude is a grown man.
Bro.
He is a grown man. He is a cat. Listen, bro. I think he's gonna be the next best safety at Bama.
And when I said day one contributors, he's one of them. Like,
yeah, for sure.
If he sticks with us, he will be a starter day one.
Yep, Philip said it best right there. He's talking about the 2005. Yeah, so that's funny right there. Old buddy in the comments said that. Pull the next one, Justin. This one on you, JB.
Yeah, that's what
just talk.
That's what I just talked about. Man, listen. So if y'all haven't seen it, go to Jair Edwards, his video on X. Man, the dude, he's solid. The dude's quick. I see Nick in the chat say Landon Collins with more speed. Man, listen,
I can see that.
I'm with you, Damo. Day one contributor.
Yeah.
Like, because we don't know what this season may hold. We could probably gonna lose. I know we're gonna lose Keon Saab.
I was about to say Saab.
Probably gonna lose some guys in that secondary. You always wanna. It's not called rebuilding. It's called reloading. You want to reload at all positions. So if we get 4 or 5 DBs, 4 or 5 receivers in this cycle, that's fine because you're going to lose 4 or 5 guys either to the portal or the NFL draft. So you got to keep reloading the clip.
What was Buddy's Robert Luster? You remember Robert Luster, number 37? Lester. I said Lester. Yes, Robert Lester, number 37. Cruiser / burner, solid medium at all of it. I like If we're comparing
Mark
somebody,
Barron.
Mark Barron with a little more
Mark
speed. I
Barron,
like that
man,
one too.
one of my favorite, if not my favorite DB to come through Bama. Mark Barron came down here with ill intentions, man.
If I got a favorite, bro, and we can talk about this next week, we can make this a topic though, man. But Eddie Jackson. Oh, did I mention this is Eddie Jackson? And he mentioned his name like 4 times when he's returning the kick. Bro, I love Eddie Jackson. That's one of my favorite of all time. Zay Mincy. Taylor's up next. DB, talking about them too. A lot of DBs. Here. Pull this next question up, Justin. Damo, hit this for us.
Don Parker says, I don't care about how many DBs and receivers you recruit. If you are not building teams that dominate the line of scrimmage, then you are not winning national championships. You know what? I want to go back to the very first episode I was on, and I said a lot of our success offensively will depend on if those guys up front are on the same page. So, Don, I agree with that. Anything you want to do or achieve, it starts. The O-line is the tip of the spear. You know what I'm saying? If they're not good, it's going to be a long season for you. But if they are good for us, we're going to dominate, man. So
we talking about O-line, D-line in 2026 right now. O-line, we have Sam, 4-star, Chris, 4-star. D-line, Noah Wilson just committed. And then D-line, Johnson as well, committed already. Those are all 4-star guys. That's 2 and 2 for the line for this one. And then a 3-star, which is actually probably by the time he comes, he's going to be a 4-star. J.J. Finch is really good as well. That is committed to Bama recently. And then Zay Hall at linebacker is a 3-star. That's really good too. And then you got Xavier Griffin up there. Now, I know it's not the line right there, but this is a sense that does play right there on the line as well.
Edge rush.
And he's a 5-star as well. And then we have an edge, Jamarian Matthews, a 4-star right there as well. So they are recruiting these guys. I do hear you guys talking about the O-line, D-line being where it all begins. I agree 100%. And I do think this staff, that's 6 guys right there out of the 19 that we have that is O-line and D-line mixed. And one of them's a 5. Well, he isn't fully going to be on the line, but that 5-star will play on, like JB said, some on the edge probably, some in the middle, depends on where you put them. But everybody else is going to be on the line. So that's good to look at. And also, we're not done yet either, though. We're not done with recruiting yet either. There could still be defensive line, offensive line guys that we go after and could get. And I know there's a couple guys we're looking at right now and talking to. Some guys won't be committing, though, until in the season. So we'll see how that kind of goes.
Man, when you're talking O-line, we had a great recruiting class last cycle of O-line.
Yes.
You guys remember that?
Did.
We did a great job. Those guys are on the team.
Michael.
The big thing about it, I mean, you have I think we had maybe 2 or 3 5-star, a bunch of 4-star. But the thing about it, you have to coach them up. You have to coach them up. And that's what Don Parker was trying to say. You get all this talent on your team. You got to coach these guys up. And the thing about coaching up the O-line, they all working on one accord. You got 5 guys. They have to be on the same page. You got to move at the same time. You got to block. You got to know who each other's blocking. You got to know the scheme. You got to know where everybody is at. So once you get 5 guys on one accord, that offensive line can be dominant. Alabama has the number 1 rated offensive line according to Pro Football Focus. So we should go undefeated. We really should. If that whole line plays up the par, we should go undefeated.
Yeah.
So, Gelato, you said it right there. Bama 22 said it right behind it. So I'm going to say it too. Hence, to a wink, boom, the next commit is in the comments. Y'all can play with that how y'all want to. Pull the next question, Justin.
I think that's it.
That's it? That's it?
We got a super chat.
I know I thought we had one. What do you guys think about Ty Simpson being the best quarterback at the Manning camp? Was that announced as when they put everything out yet though? I didn't
hear about it.
They didn't. I know I saw some stuff where I'm just wondering if I know they didn't announce like anything like that, like MVPs yet. I was just wondering if you're just going off like seeing the videos and stuff like that, which I've seen some great stuff from. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it was no pads involved, not a lot of pressure, but it's just a pure throw. the throw he had that hit Buddy in the end zone, just hearing it come off his hands, like, yeah, I was like, oh yeah, that just, it's like when you fire up the engine and you're like, that sounds right. Like it was just like, yeah, that sounds right, that looks right. Yeah, never announced. I didn't think they did. That's what I was wondering. I was looking for that as well. I do think he was one of the best there, though, from what I've seen.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I think Ty's been good this year, man. And that's coming a lot from me that doubted it. From what I'm seeing now, man, Ty's looking like the guy. He's calling giving Ryan Williams good nights. He's our starting quarterback. All right.
I think, man.
I mean, Ryan Williams is calling him, is what I meant to say.
I think Ty, man, he's got the easiest job in the country, man. You got the receivers, you got the O-line, so they're saying you got the running back. So really, all Ty got to do is just come in here, make a play here and there, and not turn the ball over. That's really all we got to do. So yeah.
And I know the SEC is quarterback deep. I know it's probably about 5 or 6 guys that they will rank better than Ty Simpson. We should do a show about the quarterbacks in the SEC. But I know it's a bunch of guys they have rated ahead of Ty. And, a lot of that has to do with we really don't know what we're going to get out of Ty Simpson because he's only played sparingly in mop-up duty. He hadn't had the pressure of playing. He hadn't had his game where you guys remember when Jalen Miro had to come in and play when Bryce got hurt. And Miro had to come in, play against Arkansas, finish that game. Had to come in and play Texas A&M.
And Bryce had us a little bit of lead, and then they came back, and then Miro had to push the gas back down.
Yes, he finished the deal, and then that tough game against Texas A&M, I'll never forget. I was there. It was moments in that game I thought we was gonna lose, but we won the game with his first start. Now we hadn't seen any of that with Ty Simpson because we had Jalen Miro, and he played all the games. We had Ty Simpson at one time, against and that's probably what people are judging.
And it's hard to judge them off that, bro.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Hour and a half rain delay. It's a waterlogged type game. Fluky, weird vibes going on. Like,
and guess what? He wasn't
a weird game.
Yeah, and then you had the lacrosse player as quarterback too. Yeah. So you can't really judge a guy off of what he did 2 years ago in one of those, a damn thunderstorm. But what I will say is the off-season works look good. Everything sounds good. I just want to see him when he gets under some pressure before I'm able to judge Ty Simpson.
I agree 100%. That's going to end us up tonight, guys. Damo, let the people know where they can find you and what you got going on, brother.
You guys can find me on TikTok. That's where I do all my ball talk when it comes to Bama. My TikTok is Damo Reacts. That's DOMO_reacts. Okay. Again, my TikTok is Damo Reacts. DOMO_reacts. Man, I got a lot more content coming for y'all, especially when the season heats up, man. I can't wait to drop it and interact with y'all, man. I can't wait.
Fun times. Y'all hit my man up over on TikTok. JB, where can the people find you at, brother?
Man, you can find me here on Sunday Night Talk'n Bama. You can also find me on Twitter, X, Young_ENT_. You can find me on YouTube, Sports Talking with JB. New season coming soon. About to do some big things coming up, with Alabama State as well. But always representing the Crimson Tide. And you just never know. You just never know what will happen on Sports Talking with JB.
Well, guys, Sunday Night Talk'n Bama. Good show. Had a great night with you guys. Comment section. Y'all was live. I appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you like the video. Give us a comment. Give us a roll tide. And if you're looking for the best TikTok edits, make sure you come check me out, Roll Tide Nation, at IamJGlaze. About to be working on something on TikTok as well. Going to do some live shows on there. Y'all make sure y'all check us out. I'm going to try to bring my man Damo on. We'll try to bring JB on the Talk'n Bama page. And we'll even get the old man Justin out on the Bama Standard page. Make sure y'all follow us through TikTok, through all social media as well. Like and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend about the podcast tomorrow. When you see them, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about it, okay? And y'all have a wonderful night. We don't give a piss about what, JB?
Nothing but the tide.
Tide, baby.